What is going on, guys? Welcome back to another video, and we're back working on the Corsa again today. Should be a relatively easy job today. I'm just going to be replacing or attempting to replace it's actually, I'm pretty sure it's actually a gearbox mount, but it seems to be called a engine mount whenever you look online. But we'll see once we get underneath the car, and we'll see what the current state of the original one looks like. I'm pretty sure it's pretty worn, because basically the gear stick, even when it's out of gear, it seems to like wobble a little bit on idle, or if like I'm going down a bumpy road, it just tends to wobble a bit. So I'm pretty sure this is the cause of it. Obviously this part in the middle, it's rubber, so it is going to wear over time, but we will, you know, go ahead and see. For the sake of how much this was, I'm pretty sure it's like £13. Obviously it's not a genuine, you know, Vauxhall or General Motors part. It probably is a Chinese copy or whatever, but you know, this thing only has to last me like another year or so, for as long as I have the car. So for me, it's worth changing it, you know, if we get 1 to 2 years use out of it. But yeah, we will go ahead, have a look what the original part looks like on the car, and see if it is worth changing it. Okay, so I just wanted to make sure it's actually the same mount to the one that I've got. I'm pretty sure it is. It looks the same underneath anyway, but I'm just going to go ahead and show you where I actually jack this up. So if you look down from the engine bay at the bottom, obviously you can see the subframe. Now technically you could go ahead and jack up the subframe from pretty much any point, but because the diameter of the subframe is not that big, if you're using a regular jack, it could actually slip off. So I like to jack it up where the subframe and the gearbox mount meet. Obviously I don't put the jack on the actual mount, I just put it on these little brackets in between the subframe and these little brackets where the mount meet, but I usually find it's a pretty good place. And then obviously I can go ahead and put some, what they're called, then obviously I can go ahead and put some jack stands. I'll put one on either side, and maybe I'll put one in the middle just for safety. And then obviously I'm going to have to find some way to support the engine and the gearbox, which I'll probably just use a jack for. Should probably put some chucks on the back wheels as well. Okay then, so underneath the car we have one jack stand on that side, one jack stand on that side, and then just another little security one. It's not actually keeping it up, but just in case either one of them fails, there's this there just to catch it, because you can never have enough jack stands. Right then, so I've got the jack under, and that's actually, now I do appreciate you can't see the best, but that's actually on the join between the engine and the gearbox, and that's actually taken some of the weight off the mount already. Now I've got this cardboard on just to kind of make it grip a little bit better, because obviously with this disc on the jack it might move around, but with this cardboard in, it's just helping it wedge together a bit more. And yeah, I should be good to start taking these bolts out. So I know there's a bolt and a nut there, and I'm pretty sure there's like one there and maybe another one back there as well. I'm pretty sure there's like 3 in total, but yeah, we'll soon find out anyway. Okay, so if you're wondering what socket you need to get these 2 bolts out, it is a E18, so it's like the female Torx sockets that you need, which are very common on the Corsa. You need a lot of these if you're working on a Corsa. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and take, or attempt to take, these 2 out first, and then it should just leave this one at the front till last. There's one out. Don't think I'm going to be able to get on that with this, so I'm going to have to bring out the ratchet. That definitely moved, didn't it? Yeah. Good thing about these bolts being at the bottom of the engine is they're covered in oil, so they haven't actually rusted. Rusted, I should probably say corroded, because this is aluminium, I believe. And when we take this one out, this is when we find out if the whole thing just falls on us. I don't think it should, because it wouldn't be coming out this easy if it was just going to collapse. Wow, that's so loose. That's supposed to be tight at the top there, because obviously that bolt is still in. How loose it is. This is like essentially what the gearbox is doing. That's crazy. Okay, that is really covered in oil. Like, really covered in oil. It'll be a case of getting this one out now, and look how loose this thing is. What is it? Oh, it's just a regular socket, I think. I'll be able to get this on it. Yeah, I should be able to. Let's see what size it is. Wait, is that just spinning the whole thing? Oh, there's a nut on the other side, isn't there? Okay then, so I have a 16mm spanner on the nut at the end to stop the whole thing from spinning. I'm going to attempt to zip it off. There's the nut, which we've got to keep, because we don't have spare. Let's take this bolt out. This is going to drop, isn't it? There we go, there's the bolt out. Here's the mount. Jesus Christ. Okay then, so before I put the new one on the car, let's just do a quick comparison, okay? So here is the new one, right? It has this cylinder in, which obviously that's where the bolt goes through and it attaches to that nut on the other side. Now here is what the original mount looks like. You're like, wait, where's that little cylinder where the bolt goes through? Here it is. It's just in two separate parts. So obviously all this rubber has worn away where this is supposed to be mounted in, and obviously that's just doing that now, just bouncing like that, and obviously it's not doing its job. So definitely defective, and you know, definitely worth changing. And look how like covered in oil it is. So I'm going to put some nice shiny new parts on now. Oh, that's not the... This is the rag I was using. It's always nice putting shiny parts on a car, it's very satisfying. Right, back over to the car, let's line this up, put the bolts in, and then tighten them up. I think that's gone through. There we go. That's in place. Okay then, so we have all three bolts in. So there's the one at the bottom, the one at the top, and then this long one that goes right through to the other side, which we're going to put the nut on the back of. Off. A couple of auger hooks. Can't do that any tighter with that. I'll do it. Seems to be pretty solid. It's not going anywhere. That's pretty much job done, but we'll show you what the finished thing looks like. So there it is. As you can see, a lot more meat on that rubber mount now. This thing isn't bouncing around, and yeah, always looks good to have something nice and shiny. You can see up there, if you can see that, there's a nice shiny new water pump which we put in a couple of 1,000 miles ago. And to add to it, we now have a new engine / gearbox mount. So yeah, job done. Okay then, so obviously we are idling at the moment, and as you can see, the gear stick is just dead still. I'll put it into gear, still no shakes. And to actually move it as well, like, it actually takes quite a bit of force, so it doesn't wobble very much. Obviously I have, you know, changed the gear linkage and everything, but it still was a little bit sloppy. But this new gear mount, this new gearbox mount, seems to have done the trick. It seems a lot tighter now. So yeah, happy with that. Okay then, so job is done. Obviously, you know, we'll have to give it a test drive to see if everything's okay. But I'm going to be ending this video here. I hope it has been somewhat helpful, and I hope you guys enjoy these kind of videos. Obviously, if you do want to see more, or if you have any suggestions of videos that you guys want me to make, please leave one down below in the comment section. I just want to thank you guys for watching. Please give this video a like, leave a comment down below, subscribe if you haven't already done so, and I will see you in that next video. Peace!